No, you're right. Actually, especially if you really look at the Intel machines, yes, VMware is going to really create some, there is a little bit of, a few cycles it's going to take, right? I mean, your performance is going to go down. But see, on the bigger systems, what's happening now is, when you buy the system, the hypervisor really comes as a standard. It's built into the firmware of the system. So you can't even run the machine without that firmware. So if all your tests that you do is really, uses the hypervisor. So you don't really see a degradation in performance because you're, virtualizing your systems. But on the Intel, yes, I mean, that is true. That is why, that's one of the reasons why Intel and AMD created those instructions at the hardware level. The VDI and
Ramesh, it goes opposite to what you are thinking, and we got benchmarks. I'll tell you what we do. When you are looking in Java threads, right? Let's take a realistic situation. If I were to be buying a machine of a 4-core, I go and buy 1 quad-core or 2 dual-core, something like that. Now, I got a 4-core machine, I can spawn 4 Java threads. That's the max. Now, in a big machine, what we do, we take like 120 cores machine. I allocate you 0.25 or 4 cores, that is 16 cores. So you are it is now running on 16 core, which is 16 Java threads. What happened to one of our customers is, we had some problem with the virtualization. We moved them to dedicated. We saw the degradation in performance to about 20%. Now the guys started screaming. We have to explain to him, we had 16 Java threads. I can't now run it. I can only run 4 Java threads. So don't be under the impression that there is a little bit of overhead does not mean performance degrades. The other ways, I will tell you, the other ways we compensate. We give more memory. We run a lot of things in buffer. So if you look at the whole stack that we showed, everywhere is asynchronous. When we talked about SAN, you are not writing to the disk. There is a SAN cache layer. You are not writing from Oracle database directly to the disk. You are writing it to Oracle SGA. When the SGA writes directly to disk, no, it writes to operating system buffer. So operating system directly writes to the disk, no, it writes to SAN.
Yeah, but that's all like, system global area probably needs a big space. When you buy a 100 CPU machine.
Let's do one thing. After this call, we'll do that.
Yeah, please.
I'll show you how it works.
We are running out of time.
Actually, I had a similar question. What you had, that's what I was.
No, it's not going to be great.
Let's start with our next sessions. Next session is from Amod Desai, who's going to talk about pattern-based strategies. A brief introduction about him. He's a PMI certified PMP professional with over 12 years of experience in information technology and executing more than 11 projects. He has an extensive experience in program management, development and execution of both tactical and long-term IT plans, focused efforts on IT strategy and business process re-engineering. He has worked with clients like Microsoft, Symantec, GM, Carnival Cruise Lines, and Fannie Mae. He has an MBA and electronics engineering from Mumbai University. I'll call upon him to present this.
Thank you, Srinivasji. Before I start my presentation, today is Deen Dayal Upadhyay's birthday. It's a birth anniversary. And today's discourse about this question answer is exactly what Deen Dayalji propounded, that knowledge grows by the question answer session. And today was an excellent example of his birth anniversary. So it was a great session for virtualization to start with. I will start with pattern-based strategy. Technically, it's got nothing to do with the software as such, but it's got everything to do with the IT, as how business can generate their own, or you can say, grow their business, and where we are going in our future, in future markets. So to start with, I will take you through the agenda of. Okay, I'll take you through the few points, like we'll be doing through the eras. We'll be going through the era of number of 5 eras we had in IT business. Then we will see what is pattern-based strategy, what we do, and then we'll see how we can execute the pattern-based strategy, the technologies regarding them, and then the impact on the customer organization, and then finally we'll see what is the future of, or you can see look in the future. So let me run down through for the breadth of time. We have gone through 5 eras right now, starting from 1951, where we really business started trying to automate their business. The second era started from 1992, as recent as that, where people started started to automate the non-routine task. The third era started when the internet came in. That's when the Web 01 came in, where you had static web pages and everybody was getting connected. The fourth era, very much a Web 2.0, where the social network started building up, and that's where the real requirement of opinions being built up, the data being built up, and the patterns being formed. The need of patterns started taking form in this era, and going to the next level, where we are seeing that now business has started using these patterns to increase their profit, and that's where Gartner has come up with a study on pattern-based strategies, which we are going to talk about in the next 10 minutes. So, to start with, what is pattern-based strategy? Basically, pattern-based strategy, if you see, Gartner has kind of given a definition that pattern represents a high level of abstraction of interrelated critical information from multiple sources, extracting clear information from the background noise of the market. So if you see Web 2.0, it has really generated so much of data, and understanding what is the exact pattern, or understanding what is the information within the data is so important, that what was information was to data, so pattern is to the information, and then selling the products and generating the markets using that pattern is the key of your pattern-based strategy. So what is the new context? The context is the collective self. People associate themselves in group. There can be set of customers associating in groups. They are called collective self. They want their own say in creating a product, building a product. They want some certain features in the product which they like or dislike. So you create the set of influencers in the for building or designing a product, and this an organization cannot, and I repeat, they cannot do away with these kind of influencers, because they are the ones who really lead the market now, and this has been possible due to the Web 2.0, or you can say the social networks being formed, where you don't have to be personal, but your opinion still counts. So creating and seeing those patterns across is really the real core of the pattern-based strategy. So going back to one level where you see the collective communities at the bottom, you see the product design people, and then the management really looking into how we can basically design the product based on the collective community. Okay, so the next question is how would you start executing a pattern-based strategy? There is so much of data right now across the web. Here, business intelligence plays a very key role in trying to assimilate the data, trying to collect the data. And the first step would be to really seek the data, and then try to detect what is your, what set of data you want to look at. You look at those data which is relevant to your product, your market, your people, internal people as well as the external people. You basically try to understand via business